Hey there folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Makoto Wakaido's Case Files. In the last part, we cleared case number 2, the Boogeyman's Woods. And now it's time for the Phantom's Foot. So the last one was quite long, so hopefully this one's a little bit shorter. I'm really hoping it is. But let's just get into it. This is an autosave feature. Let's go. Work of fiction. What seems to clearly be based in, Japan, but my head. What happened here? Who's this? Is he dead? Ah, a knife? Did I kill him? Spooky. A few hours earlier, K Prefecture, undisclosed location. Alright, press X. I keep forgetting that, like at the start. Detective Tanaka, here's the dossier you wanted. As expected from the Asoizumi Detective Agency, this is exactly what I needed. You were a huge help. I'd heard you were good with disguises, but you're great with investigations too. You put us cops to shame. And Yoji, is that you? Oh, Wakaido! What brings you to K Prefecture? Didn't they kick you out of the first investigation division? They did. I'm supposed to help a certain Tanaka from the 4th Investigation Division. Wait, you're Detective Wakaido? I'm Tanaka from the 4th. My pleasure. Thanks for coming here on such short notice. So, Enyoji, time for work. I'll call when I have time. Give Akane my regards. Tell her she's the cutest assistant a detective could wish for. Listen, unlike yours, Detective Tanaka's career is going uphill. He'll be head of division soon. Don't you get in his way, got it? Detective Tanaka, it was a pleasure. You know the Yasuzumi Detective Agency too, huh? Small world. I just need some help with getting out of a pickle. I really owe him one. By the way, what is it that you need my help with? Right, that. Remember Demon Shadow, the human trafficking organization you investigated a few years ago? You got their boss, but he's already been released. They're back at it again, and they've been giving us lots of trouble. Recently, 2 of their men have been killed in the span of a few weeks. People away up the ladder, lieutenants. Did you know that? Yes. We've got a new one just last night. 3rd murder. What? I'd like you to come to the crime scene with me. I could use your insight on this one. Is anything the matter? No, I can't promise anything, but I'll try to help. Let's go check it out then. The wharf. Look for clues. Okay, let's just do this. Hello. Detective Wakaido, Prefectural Police. I'm here to check out the scene. Oh, it's a pleasure, sir. Detective Tanaka told me you were coming. Thank you for helping out with the case. Victim. What do we know about the victim? From his possessions, we identified him as Kunio Wakia, 56, lieutenant of the Demon Shadow Criminal Organization. Alright. right? Cause of death, I would assume to be those gunshots I can see. Do you know how he was killed? He has a gunshot wound on his chest. We're assuming he was shot. Wow, I'd say it was a gunshot wound probably through the heart? Maybe I'm crazy. Estimated time of death. The idea about when he was killed. We can't say for sure until we do an autopsy, but judging from the stiffness of his limbs, we can guess it was around 1 to 3 a.m. Got any other info? We have a witness. My colleagues should know the details. I'll need to ask that other cop. Okay. Can I investigate the body right now? No. Right, other officer. Hello, Detective Wakaido. Hello, sir. Thank you for your help. Just tell me how I can help. I heard something about a witness. That's correct, sir. A man in black clothes was seen fleeing the scene. He was running away while peeking over his shoulder, and he almost slammed into our witness, who remembers it all quite clearly. Sorry, Detective. We got some new witness information. I need to head back to the station. Can I leave the rest to you? Just give me a call if you find anything useful. No problem. See you later. See ya. I wasn't done talking with this guy, but... how to find info. Oh, it's just this. Just a tutorial. Alright, so we can ask him the first two? Identity. Tell me more about who the victim is. He is Kunia Wakaya, a lieutenant in a human trafficking organization known as Demon Shadow. The whole ensemble has been lying low for a while, at least until their boss was released. Now they're back to their old antics. And for some reason, a bunch of their lieutenants got killed. There must be something going on with the new organization. Okay. Cause of death. What do we got? 3 more. I heard that our guy here was literally bullet holes. Whatever. That seems to be the case. The bullet pierced through his chest and all the way out his back. Most likely he was shot from the front, point blank. He left the murderer get so close. The victim probably knew the person. Okay. We're gonna ask about the cause of death with the first guy here. Firearm used. Any specifics about the firearm that killed him? Not yet. All we can tell at this point, just from looking at the wound, is it was probably a .38 caliber. 38? I don't know guns, so forgive me on this. Okay, so I guess investigate the body? Yeah. He was likely shot in the a ragged suit over a shiny satin shirt, straight out of a Crooks fashion magazine. Still had his gold watch and necklace on him. We can rule out a mugging gone wrong. Examine the wound. You know, we've got all the evidence, but... bullet went into his chest and out of his back. I wonder how much we know about this type of firearm used at this point. I have to wait for it to tell me. I can deduce... I put together the information. I was investigating this criminal organization in the past. Now Detective Tanaka tells me 3 of their lieutenants were killed, including the one who's just been murdered. That makes it 4. Officers at the crime scene told me that the victim's identity was established through the possessions that were still on him. And who was this victim? The first... Kunia Wakaya. Right, Kunia Wakaya, a lieutenant of the criminal organization known as Demon Shadow. Body had a bullet wound, entry point on the chest and exit point on the back. There were no signs of struggle and the victim still had his valuables on him. We still don't know a lot about the gun, but we can tell it was probably a .38 caliber. And what was the cause of death? The fact he got shot in the chest. Right, blood loss from a bullet wound. The shot was fired at point blank. The extent of the blood loss is pretty obvious just by looking at the body. However, there were no signs of a struggle. The victim was shot from the front at close range. This tells us something about the relationship between him and the murderer. What can we tell about the victim and murderer? That they knew each other? Right, it's likely the victim knew the murderer and that he had his guard down when he was shot. Suspicious figure was witnessed close to the crime scene around the time we assume the murder went down. However, since this happened late at night, the witness couldn't see the suspect's face. The suspect nervously tried to run away, almost bumping into the witness, who was able to recall his gender and clothing. What did the witness tell us? It was a man in black. Right, the witness told us that the suspect was a man wearing black clothes. Wow. Alright, get rid of the information I don't need. A killing spree targeting people high up on the hierarchy. Sounds like a war going on within the organization. I'll need to learn more about the suspect clothed in black. Telephone. Hello? Oh, Detective Tanaka? Guess I got a clear picture of what happened. I'll come give you my report now. Yeah, the one in black clothes that the witness talked about? I was wondering about that. Fine by me. I'll check out the surrounding area before coming back. See you later. There's someone there. Shady. What's he doing there? It doesn't look like he works here. On. He went in. I'd better follow him. Ah. What's this? Ugh, my head. What happened here? Who's this? He dead? Ah, a knife? Did I kill him? Look, Wakaido, you fiend! Guy, he's from Demon Shadow. Did you kill him? I just... Wait right there. My head still hurts. Where am I? This place looks familiar. I must have taken a blow to the head. My memory is... I'm missing time? Who was that man lying down in the warehouse? And why did I have a bloody knife in my hand? I had the key to this place and it looks familiar. This must be my house. Now, I need to sort this whole mess out and prove I'm innocent. The phone? Hello? Wakaido? Detective Wakaido, is that you? Yeah, it's me. Akane? What? Huh? Boss? No, Akane, it's me, Wakaido. Listen, detective, you have to help me. I can't find the boss. He won't answer my calls. I'm afraid I'm the one who needs help here. I'm currently wanted for murder. Murder? Are you serious? But you're innocent, right? I mean, that's hardly better, but... Okay, I know. I'll help you. Call me whenever you want. I'm sure we can sort it all out. Don't worry. Now, first things first. I have to examine this room. Okay. First one I can only do on the TV. This computer. Examine PC. Must have left it on. Some files were left open. Notes on Demon Shadow. Yeah, the human trafficking organization. The guys I was after. Right, I should compare this with the notes I took back at the wharf. Examine some more. There's some kind of list here. It's a bunch of names. I know some of these. They're police officers and government officials. Huh? Looks like there are some other related files. Maybe I can find out something more about that name list. Mysterious list. Tons of folders. No such luck. I have all this data, but I have no idea what it's about. I'll need to check them against the notes I've taken recently. Body at the wharf. It's very possible that the body at the wharf had something to do with all those criminal lieutenants getting killed. Okay, mysterious list. These must be the conclusions I've drawn from the list of names. So, those were all the names of people involved with Demon Shadow? Make sure... Okay. What do we got here? Look at the map. It's a map showing the area around here. This circle spot with the 1 written next to it must be... Wait. Current location. At least I recognize the area shown in the map. I still do have some memories left then. Good. This place is closer to the wharf than I thought. Anyway, it's not like I can go back there. Last thing I need is for the cops to find me. That would be the end of me. Okay, well we got a new location. Examine the disc. The photo. Ishibukawa? So what's that supposed to mean? Is Shibukawa the man in the picture? That face looks familiar. Aren't there any notes about him in here? Pin picture. There's a photo on the wall too. It shows a man walking inside a hotel. Wait, actually looks like a club. Okay, picture's back. Did I write anything on this one? One? What? Okay. Alright, so we got the man entering the picture of Shibukawa on the first and the PC and desk, and then it's back on the desk. Oh. Ah! This one. The map. This man's picture has a 1 written on it. Must be connected to the 1 on the map. Looks like I have no choice but to go there. It's a club. The Running Shot? Alright, and picture labeled Shibukawa. There's that name again, Shibukawa. I get it. He must be the organization's boss. It's a case file. The leader of criminal organization Demon Shadow was arrested by Detective Wakaido. So this is a case I worked on. And the desk? We got one more memory to get. We have a safe too. The man walking to the club is the same one as the man in the photo labeled Shibukawa. I'm guessing I was investigating him, and this club must be one of the places where he hangs out. I guess that's that. And the safe is locked, of course. Alright, let's deduce. So we got... Time to put together all the info I got. After losing my memories, I ended up in an apartment. My apartment, probably. And it's full of data on an ongoing case. The issue here is that I can barely remember anything. Amongst that mountain of data, I found the records of a case I worked on previously. And they mentioned a certain criminal organization. Which one? Demon Shadow. Right, I arrested the leader of that organization, but he was released. Along with the case records, I found a list of names with some notes from an ongoing investigation. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to jog my memory about the case itself. The more I look at that list, the more I realize just how deep of a rabbit hole I've gotten myself into. And those names on the list, what are they? The involvement list? Right, it's a list of people in the forest that are possibly connected to Demon Shadow. Other than the stuff in the PC, I found several photos. I still don't remember taking them, but they definitely caught my attention. One of the names on them was also on those case records, the name of Demon Shadow's boss, apparently. Do I have anything to confirm the man's name? Yeah. Picture, labeled picture. Right, the man's name is Shibukawa. He's the leader of the criminal organization Demon Shadow. The files and photos made it clear enough who I was after. But I'm far from having enough info. Now, one of Shibukawa's pictures had a number on it, same number as on the map. The number on that map marks the club Shibukawa was walking into. Which club is it? It's the running shot. Right, that must be one of the organization's hangouts. Alright, time to clear up my notes. Before losing my memories, I was chasing down Demon Shadow. In the process, I put together all this data. If I want to solve this case, my best bet is checking out the running shot, the club where Shibukawa went. Alright. Nothing. Oh, no. Running shot can be used with a map. Look up the location. It's not that far from here. It's the same distance from this apartment as the wharf. Oh no, it's the same map. Wharf. Maybe a little bit less overwhelming though. Found him. Not a trace. What about you? No luck here either. The police have gotten here already. It's wonky. Or I found myself some other place to investigate. That's not letting me go. What? How do I? Is there another option on the map I'm missing? Here's where to look. A running shot. There's a chance he's hiding there. There we go. Okay, just look at the map. It should be, yeah, it's new lines, it's new section. There are a few red lines with some numbers on it, but they're useless if I don't have a matching number of photos. Think of a route. I better avoid any highly trafficked streets. Minor roads with few people are what I need. We got an alley. Anything new on the computer? Now the files I can help find isn't helping, not with most of my recent memories missing. Sure sucks losing your memories. I have all this info, but I can't make heads or tail of it. This right here is what's bugging me the most. What did I write this list for? Oh, lots of notes. Looks like I was still investigating the dossier? What dossier? This by itself doesn't tell me anything. There are a whole lot of them. I need to compare them with my notes. Some of them have names written on the back. These are probably key individuals or their close associates. Oh, there's no... Look at the backs. Dates on some of these go back as much as half a year ago, and there are numbers written on some of them. Okay, let's go to the alley, I guess. Still prefer the, like, layout for the investigating from the first one. What have we got here? Got the running shot, Shibukawa, and the Demon Shadow. The one person that's apparently here. Hey buddy, you're on your day off? Don't you want to chat with some cuties? Interested, I can show you the best club around. Wait a second, do I know you? Huh? Must have been someone else. What are you doing? What exactly are you doing here? What's it look like? Fishing for customers. I only get paid if I get people into the run and shop the club over there. And you always look for customers around here? Yep, and I remember the faces of everyone that passes by. Gotta tell the returning customers apart, you know? This guy probably has some info for me. I have business at the running shop. It's just around the corner. You can't miss it. Just remember to say that it was me who reeled you in. We get the club. Shibukawa picture. I owe you one, buddy. I'll bring you there. It's right around the corner. Follow me. In for a treat. Do you know this man? Sure, it's Mr. Shibukawa. To be honest, you look familiar too. I've seen you around here a few times. Are you here with Mr. Shibukawa? Nah, that couldn't be. Sorry, I must have gotten something mixed up. Do you remember anything else? Please let me know. We got the Demon Shadow. What do you know? What do you know about them? I know it's better not to mess with the Shib, but that's about it. You know, though, you really sound like a detective. Makes sense. Here's my badge. Right. Thank you for your service, sir. Alright, so... we got the club. What can we do here? Oh, we can do quite a bit, apparently. By quite a bit, I mean one thing. Welcome. Oh? You're alone today. Let me guess. Day off. I've been here before. Is Shibukawa regular here? Huh? Why do you ask that? Of course he is. He loves the place. And have I been in here before, too? Are you teasing me? Yeah, you're the new guy Mr. Shibukawa brought in here a while back. I'm with the police. Detective Wakaido. Do you remember what Shibukawa and I talked about? Whoa, seriously, police? Come to think of it, I've never heard your name before now, either. Is this club an operating base with Demon Shadow, the organization led by Shibukawa? It's not like we're in on it with them. They just have work meetings and make deals here, and we serve them drinks. Sounds like an operating base to me. Work meetings. I'd like to hear what they talk about in those meetings you mentioned. Sometimes they'll bring in a new guy saying he's a valued customer of theirs. Big-time drug buyers, if you believe that. That's some work meeting, alright. And some of these guys are like police, you know, and politicians and stuff. I mean, so long as they got cash. Oh, still just with this other guy. Got a couple things here. Oh, it's you. Sorry, Mr. Shibukawa isn't here. Sounds like there's some connection between me and Shibukawa. Do you know where Shibukawa is now? No idea. Look, I'm not covering for him or anything like that. He hasn't been coming here for a while, actually. Had me worried. Did you notice any change in behavior in Shibukawa recently? About that. First he was mad, what with his pals being off and all. But then, if you ask me, he started looking like he was scared witless. Demon Shadow. I know the Demon Shadow people use this place as a hangout. What can you tell me about them? They're good customers. I mean, they spend like you wouldn't believe. Still, I have my concerns. Concerns? About what? About one of their lieutenants getting murdered, of course. Actually, scratch that. Several of their lieutenants, one after the other. Now that I think about it, Mr. Wakia hasn't been here in a while either. Hope he's still kicking. Wakia? I see. Okay, so it's just this. And they often go together. What? You were a cop? Hey now, we're cool, right? So Shibukawa and I came here together often, huh? You know what? Did you drink so much you can't even remember? The man looked so fond of you, too. He doesn't look it, but, you know, he's actually the type who cares a lot about his friends. Shibakawa cared for his guys. Where are we at? 6 out of 11? Ugh, okay. Care for his guys is back with the lady. It's caring type. Have you ever seen Shibakawa bickering with other people from the organization? Oh no! He's so sweet with his people. He's always worrying about them. It's outsiders that he's harsh with. Well, that didn't tell me anything. Is there anything back in the alley? They'll probably tell me, right? Nope. Oh, yep. Often go together. Guess that is... you were right. Turns out you were right when you said you remembered my face. Looks like I've visited this club a few times. I knew it! It wasn't just like a couple times. You were something of a regular now that I think about it. It's often there. Behavior. So, about Shibakawa, anything weird about him lately? I did see him getting drunk as a skunk, acting all proud, saying, as long as I got the evidence dossier, I'm on top, or something like that. Oh, and he also said something like, I can't lay a finger on me anymore. Associates. Who can I ask for more info about Shibakawa? What about Miyuki? And who's that, the boss's gal? Wait, this sounds like a detective from a TV show, but yeah, she is. I'm guessing. No? Almost. That was only like 2 pieces, right? 3. Back home? Some info I've overlooked here. Okay. Value customers. Okay, so we do have a few things to do here. More information. List of names. So this is a list of people who are involved with Demon Shadow. Cops, government officials. If they really are the organization's clans, I've got some pretty dark stuff on my hands. Evidence dossier. I need more information. What's the evidence dossier that Shibakawa was talking about? Something's come up. Shibakawa dossier unknown. Well, at least I know I was already looking for it. Alright, that leaves... I'm guessing in the desk. Search for that picture. And here it is, a picture labeled Miyuki. It also has a number written on it. 2 written on the picture. That should be everything. Make sure. Yeah, okay. Reduce. Time to put together all the information I got. Some questioning of the running shot made it clear that Shibakawa and I had been there together. However, we weren't just having fun over a few drinks. Speaking with the staff gave me a pretty good idea of what the club is to Demon Shadow. What is the club? It was the operating base. I had to find the right piece. Right, they use the club to discuss and plan their work. That is their crime. I thought it was my first time going into the club, but my files and the staff's reactions tell me otherwise. What's more, the staff says that Shibakawa treated me like I was his buddy. As if that wasn't enough, I have to hear that they even made me deal with they even made deals with cops. And what did the Demon Shadow people say about these cops? They were valued customers. Right, the police coming into this club are Demon Shadow customers. His lieutenants start getting killed and he stops visiting the club. These 2 things have to be related. Still, the staff says that he was mad about those guys getting killed. It sounds like he cared a lot for them. But lately, his behavior changed enough that people took notice. Maybe he's not the one who killed them. What was the change in his behavior? He was terrified. Right, it's possible that someone was after Shibakawa. Shibakawa was afraid of something. His lieutenants have been getting murdered, and I guess that now he fears for his own life. He's also let his tongue slip while he was drunk. Said he had a trump card to protect himself. I still don't know the details, but what did he say would protect him? Was the dossier? Right, that dossier must have evidence in it incriminating the culprit behind all this. Captain information I'm gonna need. The hits on the lieutenants weren't Shibakawa's doing. If anything, he thought he was next on the list. I need that evidence dossier. Maybe I'll find clues at Shibakawa's girlfriend's house, the one marked on the map. Second chapter complete. I figured finding Shibakawa would lead me to the truth, but it looks like the two of us were close to begin with. I haven't made my way into Demon Shadow, but why? Talking with Shibakawa's girlfriend could help me figure that out. I'm being followed! Police, I would like to report something. My health's good. Oh my gosh, still have so he's like, I'm gonna scrap all this information, and then it's like we still have all this information. Yeah, I have no idea what to make of it. Open unknown folders. There's still a lot I don't understand here. I compare with my notes to get a clearer picture. What's to look for? I could retrace my steps before the memory loss. I need to investigate the area I was active in first. Shibakawa's girlfriend is the biggest lead I have right now. Some people in the forest were involved with Demon Shadow. I must shed more light on that too. I still remember how to move between the streets around here. Check the route. That gal's house should be marked on this map too. Her house. There it is. Follow the overpass and turn toward it. That's probably my best route. Park. Oh, the safe. A feeling of fate. Faces I know. Arkana Shibakawa, Miyuki, and the man killed dwarf, Wakia. What's going on in the organization? Where did Shibakawa disappear to? Right, I took these photos for my investigation to find out who these people are and what they do. Think back. Huh, the boy fishing for customers is in here too. My memories aren't gone, they're just locked away. Alright, so we're going to a park, which is right there. And so what do we got? So the hideout. Let's just start from page 1. Okay, we went to page 1. Got the evidence, the Miyuki, and the hideout. This ain't much of a peaceful park, is it now? You're the guy who was with Mr. Shibakawa. Who are you? And you are? Oh, you probably don't know me. I just saw you passing by, that's all. I guess Mr. Shibakawa doesn't know me either. I'm working for Miyuki, you see. You're with Demon Shadow. Are you a member of Demon Shadow? That's Mr. Shibakawa's group, right? Don't know much about them. I just run the errands for Miyuki. Might be worth it to ask about Miyuki. Have you seen Shibakawa lately? I guess I saw the two of you going to Miyuki's house together not too long ago. I haven't seen him around lately though. It's been Miyuki who's been asking Sam about him, by the way. Missing for days. When you saw Shibakawa and I walk together, how close do we look to each other? What do you mean? I didn't see you holding hands or stuff like that, if that's what you're asking. Gotcha. Oh, but Miyuki did say she was a bit jealous of how happy Mr. Shibakawa always looks around you. He likes me. He really liked me. Okay, the evidence. Dossier. Does the word dossier ring any bell? You're talking about a dossier with super top secret info on it, right? You know about it? I just figured you were talking about some cool secret stuff. No, sorry, no idea about any dossier. Yuki. Yuki is Shibukawa's girlfriend, am I right? Yeah, see that huge house over there? All hers. Mr. Shibukawa comes visit every once in a while. Gal's house. Thanks. Nothing else here. Well, let's talk to the other guy. He probably has something for me. Yo. What are you doing? What are you doing here? Boston, really? Am I seeing things with you? Just snort something. I got a bad cold. I mean, cold. It's just the nasal drops. Uh-huh. Are you guys here all the time? Well, we have nothing better to do. That's why I saw you passing with by Shibukawa too. Have you ever been to Shibukawa's girlfriend's house? Yogi's house? Well, really. Never been there. That was not informative for the record. Gal's house. Alright. Nothing on the first page. I feel like we're really... Pretend they're like, yeah, you're clearing out information. It's die. Excuse me, Oh, what's up here again? So I've come here too. I'm Detective Wakaido from the police. I'd like to... within a badge run after all this time? Shush! I'm looking for Shibukawa. Is he here? He's not, unlike you, who's coming and going in here all the time. You wouldn't mind. This is my house. It's not Shibukawa's office or his hideout or anything like that. What a jerk. He disappears like that without so much as a phone call. Any idea where Shibukawa could be right now? You tell me. You two are always chatting like best buddies. You sure know more than I do. I'll use customers. I have a couple of questions. Did Shibukawa ever mention any police officers involved in his activities? Sure, just go ahead and question me like that. Won't you? Does he mention he found a collaborator in the police one time? And did he ever invite this collaborator here? Like, I know. He did invite you here sometime after that, though, smiling from ear to ear when he introduced you. That must have been about a month ago, I guess? Alright. Evidence. When I was here with Shibukawa, did he and I talk about a dossier? Why are you asking me? You people, I swear, all I know is that someone's been after him for a while. He was all proud of his dossier with the names of all the people involved. So that with that, he wouldn't have to worry anymore. You haven't know where this dossier is. Ugh, okay. Stay hydrated. He said he deposited the safe box in the bank, if I'm recalling right. Wait, do you happen to know where the safe deposit box with the dossier is? I do. Is anything wrong? Right after Shibi disappeared, someone else came here to ask about that safe deposit box. He was in and out so fast I don't even remember his face, though, let alone his name. Okay, so nothing else. Here, where are we at? 7 of 10? Nothing else. I'm gonna go with my house. Double check. May as well. Okay. He liked me. He used that on the computer. At some point I started looking for that dossier by staying close to Shibukawa. Judging from what I've heard so far, he was probably keeping the dossier to himself. Did I snatch it? I meant... Retrace my steps. It's a list of times and places. The club and that house come a few times. A lot, actually. People around those places recognize me. My face must have been a regular sight there. Okay, helping out. Collaborator. Shibakawa talked about a collaborator who gave him reason to celebrate at first and made him shake with fear later on. What was my role in that change? Was I the link between Shibakawa and this other individual? I guess that's it. Oh, we can check on the bank. Bank's location. And here's the bank. It's marked, meaning my investigation has already led me there. Well, let me... Oh. I didn't want to do that. Let me deduce. Let me deduce. Okay. What we got? Let's get all information. I managed to question the one person who knows the most about Shibakawa, his girlfriend. Unfortunately, I still don't have enough information to find the answers I'm looking for. Weirdly enough, all the people around Shibakawa share the similar impression about me. According to them, how did Shibakawa see me? He liked me. He likes me. He really likes me. Right, apparently I was too close to him for me to just be investigating him. The fastest way to clear all my doubts about Shibakawa would be snatching a man. Problem is, he wasn't at Miyuki's either. He was going there with me to talk on a regular basis, but he recently disappeared without a trace. What did everyone say about where they saw Shibakawa recently? He's MIA. What? Blah, blah, blah. What did they say about his recent whereabouts? He was missing for days? Right, they didn't see him. Not at Miyuki's house nor around it. He's gone. That's basically what I said. Demon Shadow's list of customers had the name of some cops in it, so I went and asked about that. As it turns out, things are even bleaker than I thought. I got a statement about the person who's supposedly to blame for Shibakawa's recent change of behavior. What did Shibakawa tell Miyuki while visiting her home? Dossier as the trump card? No. What did Shibakawa tell Miyuki? The cop was helping out? Right, someone within the police is collaborating with Demon Shadow. While visiting her home, I asked Miyuki about the evidence dossier. Unfortunately, it wasn't there. According to her, it's so important that Shibakawa was keeping it in a very safe place. Where is the dossier I'm looking for? It is in the safe deposit box in the bank. Or in my house. There's a brother safe right there. Right, Shibakawa must have been scared that someone would steal his precious dossier. Don't need, even if it actually does, because it hasn't so far. Dossier sounds like the most crucial piece of evidence in this whole case. What's on it? I must go to that safe deposit box and check it out with my own eyes. Third chapter. dossier from the safe deposit box, I could figure out who the culprit is. There, I'll find the name of the person collaborating with Demon Shadow. With that dossier, I could clear myself of all suspicion. I'm being followed! Police, I'm here to see a safe deposit box rented by one Shibakawa. Let me see. Looks like another officer already came by to confiscate its contents. Another officer? But do you happen to know what their name was? I do, since he came in during my shift and introduced himself as Wakaido. Wakaido? But that's me? I'm positive it was someone else. He did wear the same clothes as you, however. Huh? But I don't have the dossier. Is someone playing with me? What if Shibakawa wasn't the one in danger? What if it was me? Or maybe Culper himself took care of the dossier before it could be used against him. Our witness said he saw him around here. Let's start questioning anyone we find. Please go here too. Can't let them find me just yet. I'll go back for now. I don't get what's going on anymore. Did I approach Shibakawa to get that dossier? My head's all foggy. Even my notes look all blurry. I just don't get it. 7. What the? Hey, at least they cleaned it up. The sheer amount of files in here speaks for itself. Maybe there's some info in the culprit written somewhere in here? Raid? Looks like info on Demon Shadow to prepare for a police search on their base. Police raid file. Aha, look at the map. With the area delimited in red, we have... Within the area delimited in red, we have Demon Shadow's base, the recent crime scenes, and house of a key person. There's a hastily written note here. Informer, done. Next up, Wakaido. Oh, what's this mean? The X's on the map marked where the lieutenants were killed. By me? No. No way. Bank with the deposit box is already marked. Did I already know that the dossier was here? A new thing to investigate, too. Look at the photos. There are pictures of Demon Shadow's members and related suspects. The club staff, Shibakawa's girlfriend. I got a name to almost every face, but why does Shibakawa look so familiar? Back alley. It's a back alley in the city's entertainment district. This safe. Whatever is in it must be pretty important. Too bad it won't open. It needs a 4-digit combination. I can't open it unless I find that number. Turn the handle without entering the combination won't unlock it. Entering number at random isn't working. Some info here I've overlooked. Raid file? File about the raid. Makes sense that it'd take half a year to prepare a raid, seeing how they have a police insider. Lots of illicit goods here, however, there are some drugs and guns not accounted for yet. Details. If we had that much info, the police should have been able to set up a decent sting. Unless Demon Shadow also got their hands on it, that is. What? Everything's all blanked out, right? Everything else is old. Anything here? There's still information at my house at the house I haven't gotten, right? What in the world have you been up to? It's full of cops outside. Can you remember if Shibakawa and I talked about anything else while we were here? Other than about the dossier, I don't think there was anything else. Did I ever come here without Shibakawa? You were always together, remember? Oh, well, you did come here before him one time. Before him? On my own? Yes, he was busy and you had to wait for him here. You made yourself at home, I'll tell you that much. Entered the house alone. And did we talk? When I came here, did you and I talk? Yeah, sure, about number combinations. You said 4 digits are a lot to remember if you can't use dates. You said nobody guessed you're actually using 0000, so you think it's actually safe enough to use. Just small talk like that. Favorite combination for saves? You don't say. Yeah. Favorite combination. Go open a safe. The safe. No way, right? I'd be surprised if it worked, but I might as well try that combination out. No way. It opened. It's a gun? Why is there a gun in the safe? Pack of cash? I don't get it. Found 38 caliber gun in safe. Okay. Info on the gun. Isn't there anything on that gun? Why was it there? Who brought it here and from where? Could it have been me? Gun possibly mine. What I know so far. Shibakawa's organization, Demon Shadow, has a dirty cop working for them. I spent half a year gathering intel on them right up to when I lost my memories. But then we found the body at the wharf and another one in the warehouse. Who's responsible for those? Need 2 more pieces of evidence. Face goes. Anything? The safe. Back to her house? Or did I already do this one? I got all the information I can here. Okay. Oh no, the cops are here. So, that man introduced himself as Wakaido and started asking questions, right? Can't poke around here anymore. Rather find myself some other place to investigate. I'm guessing we're just like blocked off from a bunch of places. Yeah. Found him. Not a trace. What about you? No luck here either. These have gotten here already. I saw some other place to investigate. And this is out. I only have like 2 places I can really go, it seems. I haven't checked the park yet though. This is the same conversation. I don't want to use a hint. Okay, yeah, I only have 2 places I can go. And something in my house, because I finished at Miyuki's house, so something here. 2 somethings here, honestly. This is information I found out. No. I'm about to hit hint. I don't like this whole, like, blocked out part. Found a gun. whole, like, back alley situation, right? No. I don't want to be sitting here forever. I need to know where to head next. Yes, sir, I'm gonna give you a hint. A rather whole answer. Is that okay? Hint. You could try investigating a picture labeled Shibukawa note on the desk at house. A sandwich for lunch. Okay. I have to go back to this one. I've seen this guy recently. Somewhere. Somewhere dark. Wait, isn't this the man lying dead in the warehouse? And I had a knife in my hands? The only explanation. That was Demon Shadow's leader, Shibukawa. Another man's picture. There's Wakia on here. It looks like the man who was killed at the wharf. Oh no. Oh, this section. Oh, screw it. And now we're heading next. Miyuki, okay. Got it. A showy girl's picture. It's a glittery gal walking out of the house. Must be Miyuki, Shibukawa's girlfriend. Does she really have no clue where he is? She's a suspect too, I guess. Alright. I can deduce now. Alright. I found more interesting information in my house. Plans for a police raid on Demon Shadow? What was this stuff on my computer? That file had vital information on it, both for Demon Shadow and for the police. What was the file I found on my computer? The raid file. Right, if Demon Shadow found out about it, half a year worth of planning would go to waste. Well, something was off since I first saw Shibukawa's picture. His face looked familiar. But it wasn't because I'd met him before, losing my memories. Right after regaining my senses, while I was still shocked, his face was the first thing I saw. And why did I see his face? It's the warehouse body? Right, the man lying dead in the warehouse was Shibukawa. Stabbed dead. Save that wooden budge finally opened. Before losing my memories, I talked about it to Shibukawa's girlfriend, Miyuki. Just a digit so stupid you'd never suspect someone was actually using it. What is this? 0000000? It was favorite combination. Right, however, what I found in the safe brings up even more questions about what I was doing before. The things I kept in there probably belonged to Demon Shadow. 2 items you could never normally get your hands on, and they weren't in evidence bags or anything like that. And they didn't look like this something I need for any investigation. What did I find that looks like a pile of cash in the safe? The gun? Right, a gun I have no memory of was inside a safe in my house. That's a problem. Everything I'm gonna need. Secret police plan is Shibukawa lying dead in the warehouse. I got locked in the safe that opened with the very combination I'd set. Or didn't set, it was a default. Fourth chapter. Complete. Demon Shadow Lieutenant found dead on the wharf, Wakia. He had been shot twice through the chest. I assumed it was infighting between him and his boss, but the latter was also dead. He was found in the warehouse. Rather, I found him, and I was holding a bloody knife. Now I have find out I have a gun in my house. Who could have killed Wakia? Who would have had the opportunity to do so? Wakaido. Shibukawa was holding onto an evidence dossier as the last ace up his sleeve. That dossier probably contains the truth about this case. In other words, it contains the name of the culprit. Shibukawa needed to be safe from that person, but the dossier isn't in the safe deposit box anymore. The only other person who could need it, the only other person who would want to destroy it, is the culprit. Who took it out of the bank? Who? Who signed to get it out? Who did it? Who was it? I don't think I have many options here. I don't know. I think I'm gonna choose Wakaido. Was I Demon Shadow's police mole? No, that makes no sense. Wakaido! You're not getting away any longer. Reinforcements are on their way. Time to confess. Demon Shadow had a mole in the police. They paid for this person to leak police secrets to the organization. And that person, it's you, Wakaido. Who else could it be? That can't be. I could never. I know you're a regular at the club at Shibukawa's girl's house. I have witnesses. But I had to. You had a falling out with the organization and decided to get rid of Shibukawa and the rest of his people. You got enough felonies going for you already. Wise up and talk, Wakaido. I don't understand. I can't remember. Maybe you could be right? I knew it. I didn't want to believe it. Got no other choice. Go to Wakaido. You're under arrest for murder and corruption. Stellar work as always, Detective Tanaka. Another case brilliantly solved. Huh? And Yoji? May I pick up from where you left off? You see, I have a reputation to uphold as Yoji, detective extraordinaire, superstar of the Yasumizumi agency. Sorry, but I don't think it's the appropriate time for... Now, please, just give me a few minutes. There's a swarm of cops waiting just behind us. Your suspect isn't going anywhere. In that case... These Wakaidos, their screws get loose with age, runs in the family, and so... Allow me, Detective Yoji, to substitute for poor Wakaido here and reveal the truth about this case. Wakaido, you could have never solved this case. You thought you could figure out the truth from within. Alas, you got in so deep you couldn't get out. Maybe you could have done it under other circumstances, but not as you are now. Now, let me unravel the threads of this mystery. Then make deductions based on all the info we got. This operation was started to infiltrate Demon Shadow to find out why and by whom its lieutenants were murdered. We realized that they regularly met in specific locations to plan their criminal activities. One of these was the club known as the Running Shot. However, we didn't find the organization's leader, Shibukawa, there. Instead, the club's staff told us of another person who regularly visited the place. Who was the other person repeatedly witnessed at the club? Wakaido. Right, and the staff also said that Shibukawa and Wakaido seemed to be on very good terms. There's another place they used as a hideout. The house belonging to Miyuki, Shibakawa's girl, much to her dismay. However, this particular hideout was reserved for those few who could make deals directly with Lost. According to Miyuki, at one point, Shibakawa started showing up to her house accompanied by a certain man. And who would that be? Wakaido. He talked his way so deep into the organization that he could visit Miyuki's house even without Shibakawa there. During our latest searches, we even heard testimonies mentioning guns and money. We're talking about some deep involvement with Demon Shadow here. And why did the police start searching in full force? Because of the most recent murder relevant to this case. The murder of Demon Shadow's leader, Shibakawa, the same man that his acquaintances haven't seen for days. Now, a man was witnessed fleeing away from the scene of Shibakawa's murder. And who would that be? Wakaido? The police at the scene said he was holding a blood-stained knife. And even after running away, instead of hiding, Wakaido kept moving. People have seen him coming and going to places related to the case, acting shady and nosing around. There are 7 potential hiding locations near the wharf, but one stands out. Small, gloomy apartment with the walls covered in pictures and maps barely lit by a single computer. The computer is full of detailed information on Demon Shadow as well as corrupt police officers and other involved individuals. If the names of those people came to light, there wouldn't be enough cops left to arrest them. The question is, who was gathering that intel in the apartment? Wakaido. Clearly, Wakaido is the center of it all. There's one important detail nobody except me knows. Wakaido forgot about that detail and has been lost in the dark ever since. When Akane from the Yasuizumi Detective Agency called, she had a slip of the tongue. What was it? Someone calling himself Wakaido took the dossier from the bank. Who was it? All this points to one simple truth. What is it? You must remember, Wakaido. Wakaido is not Wakaido. The Wakaido over there? He's not Wakaido. You don't get it? The real Wakaido is me. Dun dun dun! What? Right, I'm Detective Enyoji. That's right, when you found Shibakawa's body, the real culprit hit you on the head and you lost consciousness. I was posing as Wakaido for the investigation. I couldn't remember anything else, but I assumed that's who I was. Sorry to keep you waiting. Wakaido. The man you've been chasing around wasn't me, Detective Tanaka. It was Enyoji, the disguise expert. He's been investigating on my behalf for months now in order to identify the police officers collaborating with Demon Shadow. 2 of us switched places. When? Maybe you could at least remember the face of the private detective you hired yourself. Well, you'd never met before, I guess. He showed up disguised as me and introduced himself as Wakaido. Of course you believed him. But he had been infiltrating Demon Shadow to collect information before ever disguising himself. No wonder the club staff, Miyuki, and everyone else remembered him. He may have been wearing my clothes, but his face is the one they all saw. So what? That doesn't change the fact that he was found next to the body, knife in hand. Damning enough, huh? Had he been me, sure. I had arrested Shibakawa in the past, which could be a good enough motive to kill him. That's why I was the perfect culprit for your story. You needed a cop with a past with Shibakawa. But the man over there is a private detective paid to investigate an organization he had no prior acquaintance with. He's got no motive to kill Shibakawa. Don't you have one more thing to ask about, Detective Tanaka? I'm talking about the dossier that you hired me, whom you believe to be Enyoji, to retrieve. Ah. A dossier left by Shibakawa with the names of dirty cops on Demon Shadow's side of it on it. Want to take a guess whose name I found on it? Yours, Tanaka. Of course, the dossier I gave you was a copy. Already delivered the original to forensics. Ugh. Let's discuss the rest of the station, shall we, Detective? You're under arrest for corruption and 4 counts of first-degree murder. Kitty! What? You got smacked in the head and lost your memories? You remember me? I'm Akane! I remember you when you called me, didn't I? It's just selective dissociative amnesia. I lost some very important memories from a short time frame. Only very important memories, but you remember me? And Yoji, I hired you months ago to approach and investigate Shibakawa. Do you remember that? Yeah, I got almost all of it back now. I remember getting in Shibakawa's good books by passing him some worthless intel. For some reason, he was very happy to know that Detective Tanaka was waiting on a promotion. There was a business chance. That's when things went awry between the two. Now Shibakawa could threaten Tanaka. This allowed me to focus on him. I lay low and tried to get as much info out of him on him as possible. Then Shibakawa's lieutenant started getting killed, and he knew he was in danger too. That's why he needed the dossier. Tanaka couldn't afford being ratted out. Still, Enyoji, did you really need to get that friendly with those people? You know, old Shibs was a good guy, except for being, a bad guy. I guess he'd already been kidnapped by Tanaka by the time everyone figured out he was gone. I assumed he was in hiding, so I was trying to chase him and the dossier down. That's what you get for not communicating properly with your colleagues. At the same time, I was approaching Tanaka to find out his next move. After all, he didn't know who I was. I needed to fool everyone around him, so I disguised myself as Enyoji, head of the Yasuizima Detective Agency. Aww, she could have seen that. Oh wait, does that mean that you're the one who got the dossier from the bank? When I told Tanaka that I might know where the dossier is, he asked me to get it for him. Communication, Wakaido. Communication. And all the while, Tanaka was busy tying up loose ends for the murder of those lieutenants. Those were easy. He could just pin them on Shibakawa since he had him captive. Murdering was the tricky part. Since you had arrested Shibakawa years ago, framing you would make perfect sense. You had a past with the man. Which explains why he asked you specifically to come and investigate Wakaido's murder. Which I couldn't do. Even though I was always disguised as you when Tanaka and I met, he knew my face. I suddenly need you to become Wakaido in order for me to keep up the farce. Hear that, Akane? That one's on him. Everything started because he hadn't planned ahead enough. That must have been tough, Detective Wakaido. Sure was, especially when Enyoji lost his memory. His ability with disguises played out against him. It's a bad habit. Sometimes he'll come back to the office in disguise, leaving me thinking he's a customer. A disguise will only fool others if you fool yourself first. Turns out you fool yourself a bit too well. I definitely haven't planned on you running away and investigating on your own while you thought you were me. When you do something you love for a living, your whole life ends up being your job, you know? Sounds like a joke now, but I honestly thought that little office of yours was my house. By the way, I'll take care of everything that was in the safe. Don't you touch it. Actually, I guess there's some stuff I still haven't remembered. What was with the gun? A souvenir from Shibakawa, obviously. Got it from his girl's house without him ever noticing. I even checked whether it was the same one used for the murders. Except, as expected, it wasn't. It really came in handy, though. You could say it helped trigger my memory. Anyway, why'd you leave me on my own for so long? You could have come to help me way sooner. Cut me some slack. I couldn't have guessed it was suddenly wanted for murder. Plus, reporting about Shibakawa's dossier and putting the word out with the higher-ups took some serious time. Sorry. Bureaucracy. You still managed to do a great job, Detective Wakaido. Maybe, but the police's reputation is in shambles. We're talking about a corrupt cop who ended up killing 4 people. And Yoji, if I leave the forest, will you hire me at your agency? Of course, I can tell you're good with disguises too. So, Akane, sorry but one employee is enough to take my calls. It's been a pleasure. Detective, keep up the good work in the police, please. Do it for my sake too. Looks like I'll have to hang on to my badge for a while more. Yay, we solved the case of the Phantom's Foot! Thank you for your work on the case! So that was chapter 3, which was technically the last chapter, but there's a bonus one in this little collection, so we'll be doing that next time. Whew. This is a fun little game. I mean, okay, some of that was a little annoying with, like, I didn't know what to do, and I didn't want to use the hints, but I just didn't want to sit there, like, I don't want to have to try every combination. So, it was time-saving, okay? It was a little bit shorter. A little bit. Thank you for watching, though. And thank you, Player2PR, for the code for the game. The game is available on Steam and Switch, if I remember right. Yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps with keeping content like this and more. All links for that in the description below, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time in... once it finally lets me get there. I will see you next time in the last one, the Weeping Hand Manor, the bonus case for this little trilogy collection. Yeah, thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt signing out.